Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for the match preview of Liverpool vs Manchester United. So far, Liverpool have played 21 games this season and only lost 2 points. And they lost those 2 points against none other than their rivals Man United. They are the only team to win a point against Liverpool in spite of what has been a rather poor season for them. Can they do it again, or can they come up with an even better result and shock the league leaders at Anfield? Let's find out. Now, in this video, firstly we will provide you with the team news concerning the fitness of the players and who will be available to feature in this game. Then, we will look at the potential lineups and then move on to the tactical side of the game. We shall discuss a little about the previous encounter back at Old Trafford and finally look at how it will affect this game. There's a lot to discuss, guys, so without further ado, let's keep moving. Firstly, if we look at Man United, things are not looking good for them in terms of injuries and even transfers, as Young has left the club to join Inter on a 1.5 million transfer deal. Pogba, McTominay, Rojo and even Axel are out of this game, and Shaw and Bailey are still a major doubt. Rashford was injured midweek in the game against Wolves, and the whole Man United staff is rather skeptical whether he will be included to the trip to Merseyside or not. All we can say is that he is clearly not 100% fit, and even if he is included in the squad, we are not sure whether he will start the game or not. Now, reports are claiming that Rashford himself is ready to risk it all against Liverpool, and when you look at it, it's quite obvious. Man United are really struggling in this season, and to be very honest, Rashford is the one who has kept them going. I think Solskjaer will wait till the very end before he takes his decision, and he will be hoping that he is fit to feature for at least some part of the game. However, things are looking good for Liverpool as Fabinho and Matip are both set to return, and unlike Rashford, they are fully fit to feature from the very start of the game. They have returned to training for the past 2 or 3 days, and Klopp is a little happier having more options now. However, Milner, Lovren and Keita are still out injured, and it looks like neither of them will be featuring in this game. Lovren is expected to return to full training from Monday, and it might take Keita and Milner a little longer. Still, Klopp said that they won't be ripped back early and given proper time of the pitch. He is happy to get back to potential first team players and will be hoping to use them and get all 3 points in this game. And if we now move on to the lineups, Liverpool will start this game in their usual 4-3-3 formation with Alisson at goal, a back four of Alexander-Arnold, Joe Gomez, Van Dijk and Robertson. We have chosen Joe Gomez over Matip as Gomez has done quite well in the past few weeks and did look pretty solid along with Van Dijk. I personally think there is no need to rush Matip back right now. In midfield, however, we have chosen Fabinho to start alongside Henderson and Wijnaldum. Now, even though Henderson is doing a pretty good job in the number 6 position in Fabinho's absence, at times we have seen him having trouble taking all the pressure, as in the last game against Spurs. With Fabinho returning, he can return back to his original position, and I think even Klopp is looking forward for that. Up front, we expect no changes as Salah, Mane and Firmino are all starting this game.
For Man United, however, things are not that simple and straightforward when it comes to the starting lineup. They have been playing with the usual 4-2-3-1 formation recently, but back in the reverse fixture at Old Trafford, they lined up with a back 5 and it really helped them match Liverpool's shape in the final third. Now, Solskjaer might want to repeat that, but with the players available, I don't think it's a good idea. Bailey and Luke Shaw are doubtful to start this game, and I think Solskjaer won't be looking forward to start the game with Phil Jones. So, we have gone for a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Brandon Williams. In midfield, we expect Matic and Fred to start as the central midfielders, with Daniel James and Lingard occupying the wider positions. Pereira will start as the attacking midfielder, and Martial is obviously starting this game, and he will have to lead the team if Rashford cannot make it in time. Now, even though we have gone for a 4-2-3-1 formation for Man United, they will have to change their shape while defending if they want to stop Liverpool. One of the central midfielders will have to drop down a little bit and cover Firmino whenever he drops between the lines. Now, back at the reverse fixture, Solskjaer perfectly managed to stop Liverpool with his back 5. The Liverpool forwards tucked inside and tried to force the defence narrow, for the fullbacks to overlap and exploit the wider areas. But Man United lined up in a 1v1 situation with every Liverpool forward. This left their wingbacks free and they went on to press the Liverpool fullbacks. With the ball on one side of the pitch, they rotated their shape and sometimes even got a numerical advantage at the back, which is very important against a side like Liverpool. With this system, they drastically reduced the influence of the Liverpool fullbacks and even used their forward runs to their advantage.
Rashford and Daniel James moved to the wider areas in order to exploit the space, and this often forced Van Dijk and Matip to follow them, and thus the defensive shape was ruined. They created two 1v1 situations in two extreme ends of the pitch, and Pereira, who plays as a false nine in that game, tried to exploit the central areas. Moreover, this is how they got their first goal. Robertson was out of his position, and Daniel James moved to the wider areas in order to exploit the space. He made an excellent run, and finally it resulted in a goal for Man United. The Liverpool fullbacks play an extremely crucial role in Liverpool's attacking system, and taking them out of the game even reduces the pressure from the centre-backs. Mourinho tried to do it last week and was partly successful, but a poor defensive error cost them the goal, and finally all 3 points. Even though Tottenham started with a back three, they switched to a back four with Aurier moving up to cover Robertson and Tanganga covering Mane. On the other side of the pitch, Son and Rose tried to cover down the gaps for Alexander-Arnold. I think Solskjaer will go for a similar move this time. Wan-Bissaka will move up to cover Robertson, and Brandon Williams and Lingard will together look to cover Alexander-Arnold down the right-hand side of Liverpool's attack. Pereira can drop deep to cover Fabinho, and Martial and Daniel James will move wide to exploit the spaces. This is why I think Fabinho needs to start this game. With Fabinho, Liverpool can easily form a stable back three while building up, and this can also ease the pressure from Wijnaldum and Henderson. Moreover, I think Fabinho always needs to be present close to the centre-backs as an extra cover if Man United try to force the centre-backs wide. Fabinho's presence is a major boost to Liverpool's side as they will be more balanced defensively. Fabinho's presence would also indirectly help Liverpool while attacking. If Man United successfully close down the gaps and manage to cover the fullbacks, then one of the midfielders will have to step forward to break the deadlock. Henderson is the ideal man for the job, and we have seen him time and again moving up to the wider areas to open up the space for Arnold and Salah. Here we see an example. Henderson is down the right hand side of the pitch and he takes out two players. Salah finds space in the box and finally it results in a penalty, which Liverpool eventually scored. Now, this does not mean that they will be defensively vulnerable, and I think this is where Fabinho's presence is of utmost importance. Whenever Henderson moves up, Fabinho would shift a little towards the right and Wijnaldum would drop deeper to form a double pivot. In this system, they have proper numbers behind the ball to stop potential counter-attacks, and moreover, they can easily press the ball if they have lost possession high up the pitch. Now, it's time for the match prediction, guys. We believe it will be a 2-1 victory for Liverpool. Please leave your predictions and thoughts in the comments down below. We really want to hear it from you guys. Thank you as always for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.